Hey guys, in my last video I have talked about how one should choose their career. Now in this video I'll talk about when to choose their career, which is also very important. I know many people have not focused on when to choose their career, but it actually is very important. So let's get started. When you type in Google when to choose a career, you will see various options, but you will not see options related to when to choose a career, but you will get options like how to choose a career, which means what, many people have not focused on when to choose a career. If we type how to choose a career, there you will be shown a drop down, or you can say auto suggest that after 10th, after 12th, people are choosing their career after 10th or maybe after 12th results. I think it's wrong. Why? I feel we should choose a career before 10th, not after 10th or not after 12th. It's because 10th marks also influences your career. Now you will have question in your mind, how it will influence our career path. Let's take one example. Suppose you have opted to do engineering. Maybe say, let's say after 10th or after 12th. But when you arrive at campus placements, you will get to know companies ask 60% throughout. Some companies ask 70% throughout. Some companies ask 80% throughout. But at that time you will realize, in case if you don't have 60% throughout in 10th, or maybe you don't have 70 or you don't have 80, you will realize, oh, I should have known this before. Somebody would have told us, okay, I should score 60% in 10th standard so that I'll be eligible for this company when I'll be completing my engineering. But nobody told us. Let's take another example. It's not only about engineering. Whenever you apply for any job after maybe your graduation, they will assess your aptitude skills. That will be based on your 8, 9, 10 syllabus. If you want to do any civil services exam, or maybe if you want to give some competitive exams, so you will also have syllabus of 8, 9, 10th. So you should choose a career before 10th. It may be 8, 9, 10th or whenever, it depends on the syllabus. In general, or to be on a safer side, before 10th, because 10th marks also influences your career. So what people are generally doing these days, they are selecting career after 10th. In case, for example, let's say you want to decide your career after 10th, then what you will do? You will finish your 10th. How you will decide your career after 10th? You will decide based on what you have scored in 10th standard. So don't you think that your 10th marks are influencing your career? Don't you think you are deciding your career based on your 10th marks? Because people have mindset, if you score 80%, they will admit you to science. If you have scored 60 plus, they will admit you to commerce. It's not about if he is 80%, he is very intelligent. If he is 60%, he is not that intelligent, he cannot cope with science. He might not be knowing how much percentage to score. He might have not spent more time in scoring more number of marks, because he don't know why he want to score that much amount of marks. It depends on how much time he has spent on particular activity or particular thing. He might have scored more marks in 10th because he has spent more amount of time studying that. So if we spend more amount of time in some particular thing, or it may be study, we will be good at it. This way we need to understand and not consider as intelligent and dull as a prime factor to choose one's career. This factor I have told just because we should not go blindly with this, or we should not choose our career thinking that he is intelligent or he is dull. We should always talk in terms of time. He has given less amount of time, so he has scored less. He has given more amount of time, so he has scored more. It's our responsibility to tell our children that you need to score this much amount of marks, and the reason behind it, why they need to score that much amount of marks. If they know the purpose, then they can do better. If they like it, if they enjoy it, then they will give their 100% and they will score good amount of marks? Don't you think it's our responsibility to tell them? Don't you think if he has to pursue engineering, he need to know before 10th that he should score this much amount of marks? As a parents, it's our responsibility, right? Let's take another example. Many educated parents, what they do is, they know that okay, my child or my daughter should have a better career path. But have you ever thought of telling them? Don't you think it is important to tell them? What is stopping you to tell them? At the end of the day, they will pursue that career. So don't you think it is very important to tell them? Don't you think if you don't tell, they might they might go into depression? So now you'll think how they will go into depression. If you don't tell and if you put pressure that you need to score this much amount of marks, don't you think that they will have questions in their mind that okay, I need to score this much amount of marks, but I don't know why I need to score this much amount of marks. Just because my dad is saying, but I am not getting answer why I need to score this much amount of marks. So don't you think by thinking that and by you putting pressure, he might go into depression? If he is undergoing depression, there are also chances that he might also think that this is the end of the world. Don't you think he might also have chance to commit suicide? Have you ever thought of this? It's not right that you being close in other things and you don't have time to tell your children why you are forcing them to score this much amount of marks, why you are telling them to choose this career path, and why it is important and why they need to study that and why they need to score that much amount of marks. India has maximum number of suicide case reported for students. In India, every 55 minutes, one student dies. Don't you think this is one of the reason? Yes guys, this is one of the reason. This is one of the reason. We should understand that. We should focus on understanding what their interests are, then allowing them to do in which they are interested. Same thing I told to my friends, I discussed with my friends that this is how parents need to tell their children about the career path. Why we need to tell them? First thing they said, they don't know. And second thing they said, if we tell also they will be confused. Then I said them, if they don't know, means nobody have told them. And if they are confused means what? They don't have complete understanding. If we tell them, then they will understand. They will have a complete clarity of what they want to do. They will know, okay, this might be my interest. If you ask, if you allow their own interest, then they might they might choose their own career path, and then they will be enjoy and they will be happy in doing whatever they are pursuing. What's the right age to choose the career? Some people said they will be confused. If you think that these school students will be confused, then why the graduates are still confused? As a parents, if you can teach your 3 or 4 years son or daughter to play games, then why can't you teach your 8th or 9th standard student how to choose a career? If you tell 3 years or 4 years kids to play games, and if they can understand, even these students also can understand about the career choices. I would say how important it is for a child to have right to education. It is also equally important that the child should have right to be informed. Don't you think by this we can reduce the number of suicide rates? Don't you think by this we can reduce the depression rate? So guys, let's inculcate these points. Let's follow these points. Tell our children why they need to score this much amount of marks, and incorporate with them and ask what are their career interests, and then choose the career in which they are interested. So now let's talk about targeted audience. If you are confused about your career selection, then this video is for you. If you are a student, then blindly follow these points. This video is for you. If your career path is sorted, you can tell your friends or relatives about various points which I've told in this video, so that it will make an impact in their career. Plenty of people think that, okay, why should I tell them? I am successful. Why should I tell a school student or college student about, what career he should choose? We should remember one thing. If we think we are successful, then there are many people who are more successful than us. Even though you are successful, you could have thought, I wish someone would have told us, someone would have guided us, so that we could have reached here earlier, so that I can gain some knowledge and then go one step ahead in my career. But what if they also think same as you think? Guys, let's not restrict ourselves. Let's spread the knowledge. Let's spread the message. Let's tell others, help others how one should choose their career. Maybe some or the other day someone will help you or someone will guide you so that you can be more successful. So we should always remember this, and we should try helping others. At least we should help those who approach us, understand their interest, understand what they like, understand what they will enjoy. Then choose the career accordingly for your children's. People say, my son or my daughter is undergoing depression, is going depression, and okay, I have money, okay, let's consult a psychiatrist. If studies, or if you being strict as a parent is the reason for depression, then do you think that this should have happened? What I'm trying to tell is, we should not think it's okay, my son is going into depression, or it's okay, it happens while studies, there are so many pressure, and that's why he or she might have gone into depression. It's not like that. We as a parents, it's our responsibility. We should take care that they should not go into depression. We should explain them, okay, this are the career paths. We do the same mistake as others do. We also be close to all the things, but when it comes to studies, we be strict. We tell them, okay, you need to score this much amount of marks, and you don't give minimum amount of time in explaining them why they should choose that career, and then they undergo depression. In the first place, they should not undergo depression. It's our responsibility as a parents. We should not allow them to go into depression. If the reason is studies, we have to take care of it. Some parents choose their children's career. They'll see what my friends' children are doing, what my colleagues' children are doing, what my surrounding people are doing. They'll see what my relatives are doing. They consider this as a prime factors for choosing children's career. And children also, if their parents are allowing to choose their career, children are choosing career by seeing the same factors, like what my friends are doing, where my friends are going. My friends are going college, so I'll go college. My friends are doing this, so I'll do this. So it's not like that, right? Life is a journey. We can say, okay, career is also a journey. It's not like you will do a graduation in 2 years or 3 years, your career path is done. You will do a job, right? That is also related to your same career which you have choose. So it's not like choosing a different career after doing graduation, right? It's the same thing. It's the journey. You need to enjoy the journey. So you need to choose the career in which you are interested, because you have to travel with it. You have to deal with it. Some people choose the career based on which has the more scope, which has more money, which is in more demand. It's only engineering or it's only doctor. It's not that, right? There are many more career options available now in which you can earn bread and butter. So one might be interested in Indian Army, Indian Navy. It's not like we should restrict our children in choosing that career option. So people don't spend more amount of time. Let's take another example in which at least here you can understand how much amount of time you are spending and how much, whether it is important or no. Let's say like you are an educated one, like you can use internet. You want to buy a phone. So since you know internet, you are educated, maybe you'll go to Amazon or Flipkart. you will see based on your interest, based on you what features you want. You'll go, you'll type, okay, I want these features, or you'll get to know various options available regarding features. You'll have various options, then you'll compare. You'll have a compare option, then you'll compare between 2-3 mobiles, 3-4 mobiles, and then suddenly, in case, let's assume, like, you have dropped that option. Maybe after a month you again thought, okay, I need to buy now, this is the right time. Then you'll again go, again you will see, maybe probably if you know the model in which you are interested in previously, you will select that. But what you will do you buy that directly? No. What you will do, you will also check, is there any new mobile phone launched, is there any new mobile phone arrival. So what you will do, you will compare your interested phone with the new phone and try to match the requirements. Okay, whether this is giving good features, whether whether if I use that new features, will I be interested, will I like that features, is it worth taking that mobile phone. Okay, if you are not educated, if you reside in a rural area, maybe in a village, you go to a shop, you want to buy a phone, you will tell, okay, bhaiya, which is the good phone, my features are okay, these are my requirements, I want to use for this purpose, show me the best mobile for this features. Then he will show different options, then you will compare, and then based on that you will try to buy that. In case, okay, at that moment of time you then decided, no, I don't want to buy this now, and then you will think, okay, let's buy later, and after 1 month you go to buy that mobile phone. Will you buy directly? You'll ask, last month I have come here, you suggested me this model, is there any new phone available? So what you are doing, you are upgrading yourself, you are looking if there is any other option available in your budget, you are getting something with good features. It's not restricted with mobile. It may be, if you want to buy washing machine, if you want to buy fridge, if you want to buy AC, it may be anything, if you want to buy car. So you will always compare between various options, and you will always look for an upgrade. Maybe like if you want to buy a sari, what they say, okay, they'll try to compare and then select. Again they will ask, भैया कुछ नया पैटर्न आया क्या, नया डिजाइन दिखाओ. I mean, is there any new pattern for this, is there any new arrival, नया arrival है तो बताओ, कुछ और बताओ, होसा तोरस रे, नवीन दाखवा. So these are all these are all you might have heard many times, several times in shops, right? If you go to buy some clothes, so what you will do, you will go, you will try various options, you will choose one, you will wear it. Maybe sometimes you like it, but still you will ask, okay, is this good? Does it fits me well? Does it, is it looking good? Does this color suits me? What do you think? So you will ask various options, right? And maybe for, let's take another example, you want to buy a car. Then you will test it, you will do test drive. But still you will ask, okay, you will ask your friends, okay, is it good? You will give second thought. And same thing you are giving while buying any clothes, right? So if we are giving second thought here, then why we are not giving not even giving thought in choosing our children's career? If we can spend so much amount of time comparing all the various phone options, which the phone might last 1 year, 2 year, or maybe 4 year, then career, our children's career, which lasts forever, which will change their life, which will make a huge impact in their life, which it might decide their happiness, or it might decide like whether they will go into some people might go into depression or no, whether they will be happy, whether they will be sad. So why we are not spending enough amount of time there? If you want to buy washing machine, if you want to buy fridge, if you want to buy AC, this all things we compare and we see which are the different options available. If they don't work, what you will do? You can repair or you can buy new. What about your children's? What about living things? They have hearts, they have feelings, they have their own career choices. You cannot, you cannot buy. It's like non-living things you can repair or buy new. What about children's career? Can you repair their feelings? Can you repair their state of emotion? We need to understand why I am taking many examples, why I am going in detail is because just to realize that how much amount of time we are spending in different things and how much amount of time we are spending in choosing our children's career. Let's take one more example. Cricket. We know cricket, we play cricket, we watch cricket. How much amount of time we spend? We spend huge more amount of time watching cricket, playing cricket. If you go anywhere, like we'll ask if there is match, what's the score? Bhaiya score kya hai? Score hai na to. This way, if we do that, then why we are shy in asking about our career choices? It's our career, guys. It's our career. It's our children's career. We need to ask, okay, as I said earlier, ask to people what are the different career options available. It's not only about cricket score. Cricket score is just a one thing, right? I mean, tomorrow the score will be different, but your children's career will be the same. It's not, it's not a 50-50 over match. I mean, this over score you can ask score of next over. But what you will do, you will watch match, or if you don't watch, you will watch highlights. If you don't watch highlights, you will ask the score to people. Just for a match, we do so much analysis. What about our children's career? It's not a 50 over match that it will finish and tomorrow it will be a fresh. In the international matches also, they will see various statistics, maybe weather statistics also. There include many factors. In this ground, how many matches have been played, average score and all that, right? They will do so much amount of research. Then why we cannot do so much amount of research for our children's career? That is just for a one match they are doing research, and it's a only one decision, only one career. Why we can't spend little bit amount of time and then choose our children's career, right? We need to do that because they are playing the match, they will play the match, they will play the each over of the match. We have to guide them, we have to coach them, and we have to be spectators. At the end of the day, they will play their own game. So it's better they play the game in which they like. If you tell Sehwag to play like Dravid, will he play? Will he enjoy playing that? He will not play. If he play also, next match he will tell, no, I don't want to play. You should not force your decision. You should choose your children's career wisely. You know why I am telling choosing your children's career wisely? You might say, okay, mine is entirely different field. Mine is a 3-month course. No, guys, remember, you can go in any particular path. In case few people they think, okay, I can come back. Remember one thing, you lose the time, and time is very important. If you don't understand now, you'll understand later what's the importance of time. Let it be spending little bit more amount of time deciding one amongst the many confusing choices, but decide only one, because what you will save is time, and time is money. And one more thing, like I also want to tell that many graduates or many people, like they will, okay, I will do I'll apply competitive exam, I'll apply corporate job, I'll apply government job, this, that, a number of things. Some or the other one will hit, or I'll get some or the other one, okay, I'll try like. So it's not, I would say it's not about trying luck, or it's not about that. It's you decide one, choose one. If you are trying different options, like it's like you are splitting your time, right? If you are splitting your time, it's obviously there are more people who are dedicatedly doing that, right? So they have more number of chances to get selected. Try minimizing your career options and then choose one particular path, so that you can proceed and excel in that, and you can get selected. I know there might be many people who think many families' financial condition might not be good to support their children's career in a particular direction in which he is interested. Let's say like you have done graduation, but there is a need for you to do a job, do a good job. For example, if you are earning 10k, but like you want to take care of financial condition of your family also, then you might want to do a different job other than your career to fulfill your financial needs. Some things are not in our control. Whatever things are in our control, we need to do that. Have that positivity that yes, I have a purpose for doing this. I know why I am doing this. I have a reason behind this. We should also know the purpose of what we are doing. It's very important. If we know the purpose of doing, we'll be motivated to do whatever the work we are doing. We'll be resilient. if there are any obstacles coming underway, like we can deal with it with a positive, positive approach. It's not told by me. You can see in internet, like the power of a purpose. Stephen Taylor says that if you don't know the power of a purpose, they might lead to anxiety, they might lead to depression. So that is also one of the reason why I am telling the parents to explain their children, to tell what is the purpose of what they are going to do or what they will do. Once the children know the purpose of doing, they will enjoy. If parents don't tell, it's very simple. They are leading their children into anxiety and depression. So let's explain them, let's make them understand, and let's choose the career before 10th, not after 10th or 12th or engineering or any graduation. Few points in this video might not be applicable for everyone, and I have tried to cover almost all the scenarios. I know there might be various factors which we need to consider while career selection, like it may be small factors, like majority of the factors I have included here, and I have told in a generic way, so that by this you can you can add your factors and you can explore, and then you can choose your career wisely. And guys, it's not only about YouTube video, it's not only about online audience. I want to target offline audience also. So I request you all to pass this video and share the message. So I request you, if you get a chance, or if you have any friends or relatives, or you can tell them about the career selection, how they need to choose their career, or if you go to a school, you can tell them. Because by this we can reduce the percentage of drop rate of school education which is happening. You can see the drop rate, and you can also see the percentage of why, what's the reason of dropout. The majority of the reason is that students are not interested. Like if they get to know this, if they get to know like why they are doing, if they get to know the purpose, if they get to know what is the advantage of it, maybe we can reduce these numbers. You can see there are more than many lakhs of schools are there, and if you multiply with the number of students, it surpasses crores. If they know a way to choose a career, and if they know like why they are choosing, and if they spend some amount of time in choosing their career, right, then how much impact it would make. I know that our education system is not in such a way that it encourages our children to pursue the career path in which they are interested in. So I know it will take time, and also in reaching this message to students or to all parts, like it will take more amount of time, right? So I think there is one better idea to share this message. Why can't our government include this as a part of syllabus, a kind of assignment? Then this probably would just like assignment in case like it may be 8th or 9th or 10th, just like an oral examination. If they include like the question would be one should choose their career, and they should and professors or teachers should take that take the oral examination. Teachers tell their students to choose one career, to find various career options, as I mentioned in my previous video and this video, like how they should choose the career, by telling this points you need to consider to choose a career, and come up with the career options, and then tell us why you have chosen this career. And then by this they will explore more career options. One will ask his friends, okay, they will discuss with friends, and they will come up with various number of career options. It may be in village, but they might come up with various different career options, right? So when they get to know about that, they will think about that. When they think about that, they might prepare about that career option, right? So possibility is more. Like I know, wow, if I think that I feel like I'm so much overwhelmed. It's a small thing. By a small change, we can make a huge difference. So I would request, like, if this change can be done, so I think we should do it. It's just you know, it's a small change, right? It's not, you know, changing the whole syllabus which we are thinking, or changing the, you know, education system completely, you know. It's just a small thing, just adding an extra add-on, right? So if we do that, I think that will have a huge impact, and I believe that I'm confident about it, and I think you guys also will agree with me. It's not only my thoughts. I have asked to many of my friends, you know, many have, you know, I have approached many people. I've talked to, you know, many students, and you know, that's why I am able to, you know, cover more number of points. I would also like to, you know, thank all my friends, you know, who have helped, you know, knowingly, unknowingly. I request you all to, you know, watch this video, and if you like this video, please pass the video and also share the message. Thank you guys.